What do?
What do? Welcome to this person behind the games tag. Thanks for tagging me, Daily Dino. So in this tag, I am supposed to give you 10 random facts about myself that you may not know. But before I give those, I want to tag a few people. Actually, I'm tagging all of you. If you're watching this video, you are tagged. Do it. Do it. Do it. Alright, so let's get right into this. Fact number 1. Some of you might be aware of this, some of you may not be aware of this. I am a 3D animator and VFX artist. My degrees are in computer animation and VFX animation. I'm very fortunate to have gotten degrees in those fields. They are definitely my passion, almost as much as playing video games. Not even close. Number 2, I am legally blind. I wear contacts. My vision, I think last time I went was about 24 or 500, something like that. You know, perfect is 20/20, well, yeah. So, at night when I take my contacts out, you may not know that I look like this. That's right. Real stylish. Yeah, they're pretty thick. I don't know if you can see how thick they are, but I'm blind. Okay, I'm blind. Number 3, I have broken 2 bones in my life. One was my finger, and I don't know if this is gonna be kind of funny. It's this one. You can see right here how this is kind of out. All that is extra tissue, scar tissue that my body kind of put there. It's like extra protection for the finger. But the story behind that is, growing up, I was a little kid, yay big, and me and the neighbor friend thought we had found a dinosaur egg because it was a rock we could not break. So we go out back with this rock and we take these 2 cinder blocks. We're like, okay, let's put this rock on the cinder block and we'll take the other cinder block and smash it down on the rock. Well, before I got my hand out of the way, he smashed the cinder block down on my hand. I screamed. I screamed like you would not believe. So yeah, that's the story behind that one. The other one is my hand. I've broken this hand, and that was playing football. I went to tackle a guy. I was either playing defensive back or linebacker, and I had jumped to grab this guy by the back of his jersey. Well, it turns out when I did that, he came down. When we hit the ground, his face mask came down on my hand. It hurt like hell. It was the first quarter of the game, and I knew something was wrong, but when the adrenaline's pumping, you don't really feel it. So played the rest of the game, and then afterwards I'm like, Dad, this doesn't look right. It's turning blue. So I was out the rest of the season. I came back for the championship game, and it still was pretty messed up. It sucked. Number 4, I listen to soundtrack music more than anything else as far as music goes. Some of my favorite composers, Clint Mansell, Hans Zimmer, of course, and the terrible news about James Horner. He was one of my favorites. I can't think of the guy who does How to Train Your... I think it's John Powell. John Powell? Yeah, but I listen to that stuff more than I do anything else, and the reason is it gives me a lot of inspiration to do animation or any kind of story, or I get ideas off of the soundtracks. Number 5. Final Fantasy VII is one of, if not my favorite game of all time, and there's a reason for this. Not just because it's an amazing game, because it is. It always takes me back to a certain time in my life when I think I was in junior high. I might have been in high school. I'm pretty sure it was junior high. And I had gotten mono. So I wasn't allowed to go to school, and at that time Final Fantasy VII had just come out and it was big, and so I stayed home and played that. And I can remember just being sick and not being able to hold anything down, but as long as I had Final Fantasy VII, I was good. I didn't care about being sick with the mono. Just give me that Final Fantasy VII. Gave me plenty of time to learn the materia system. Number 6. I am really quiet when I first meet somebody. Even Allison can attest to this. When I first met her, I was very proper, and I don't really let loose until I get to know somebody. And then once I do, the Bumbles comes out. As I was in school, and I was very quiet, and the way that I got to know people was through sports and things like that. That was how I made my friends. Number 7. I have a younger brother. Yep, he's about almost 3 years younger than me, and he has a deep voice, like crazy deep. You wouldn't believe it. And actually, part of the reason why I break into different voices when I'm doing some of these videos is we used to always talk to each other in different kind of voices when we were goofing around or whatever. It wasn't ever the Liam Neeson kind of voice that I do, or whatever you want to call that voice, oh no, I never did that. With him it was always, hey, what you doing? How's it going, man? That kind of stupid crap. So it's really stupid, but you just start doing it and then you just can't stop. It's fun to talk in voices. Number 8. This is more of a throw-in, but I cannot stand it when people talk with their mouths open. Cannot stand it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. It's just as bad as nails on a chalkboard for me. If I hear smacking of the lips and food, just no. Can't handle it. I never could handle it. So there you go. Don't ever come up to me with pizza in your mouth like, hey Bumbles, how's it going? No. You don't do this. Number 9. I used to make small little fan movies for a game called The Matrix Online. I even did like one that was like 12 parts, and it had a website that went with it and audio logs and all kinds of in-depth stuff. I was writing the scripts for them and getting people to play the parts for the voice acting. It was a lot of fun, and it kind of springboarded me in the direction I wanted to go. Actually, I met one of my friends through The Matrix Online, and she told me about the school down in Florida. I was in Ohio at the time for animation. Said, you know, you might really like this place. So at this point I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I had just gone to Ohio State for a few years and I just couldn't figure it out. And then when I was told about this school, I was like, oh, okay, let's look into it. I didn't think anything would come of it. I went down, and it turns out I went to that school, and that's where I graduated from. So The Matrix Online, big part of all this. Did any of you play The Matrix Online? That would be super weird if any of you played it. Oh, you're the one. Number 10. I have been in one major car accident in my life. I don't consider being rear-ended a major one, but this one was a major one. Me and my buddy had just gotten Taco Bell. It was like 2 a.m. We're like, you know, we're hungry. Let's go get Taco Bell, because that's what you do at 2 a.m. when you're hungry, obviously. So we got Taco Bell and we're driving back, and my friend was driving, I was in the passenger seat, and we were coming up on one of those flashing red lights and we didn't see it, or we did and it was too late. And I looked out of the corner of my eye and I saw a minivan coming from this direction, and I said, oh shit. And my buddy also said something along those lines, and before you know it, we were T-boned by a minivan, and it hit the front part of where my side was. Few more inches and I would probably be, yeah. But the funny part of this story is, not only did my shoes fly off, I don't know where they went. We were like walking around in glass afterwards. But the best part was, there was a burrito in the windshield. Now whenever we get Taco Bell, we're like, so any burritos flying to your windshield? I can't get Taco Bell and he can't get Taco Bell without thinking of that burrito in the windshield. It's just burrito gone to waste, and it makes me sad. It makes me so sad. Everybody was okay in the accident, by the way. So there you have it, guys. That was 10 facts about me, random facts. But if you made it this far, you've been tagged. Don't forget it. You do it. You do this. So that wraps this up. I just started a Tumblr and a Instagram. So if you guys want to follow me on there, look for it down in the description. I might even link it on the video. We'll see. And I will see you in the next video, which hopefully is more of Colot and probably some Witcher coming. Leave a like if you liked it and tell me what to do in the comments. And I will see you in the next video. Mr. Bumbles, later. What do? Welcome everybody.